My name is Tom Cannon. I am a member of the Oshkosh writing community. I'm the inaugural poet laureate of Oshkosh, and I am also one of the hosts of a show called the Author Showcase. I co-host it with Dixie Jarko, and I just wanted to pull a couple books off the shelf from Oshkosh or Wisconsin writers and talk about them briefly. Okay, so my first book, let's go over here and grab one. Let's grab a couple. I have some books by Juliet Rossetti. Juliet Rossetti is a Oshkosh writer, and I have quite a few of her books on my bookshelf. She also has a bunch of books on Amazon. Some that have done very, very well. Here we have a book, You Are Not Who You Say You Are. This is quite the surprising book, well written, about a sort of post-apocalyptic, but not really, book about a young teen who gets on the run, and it's kind of love interest, but also has some elements of fantasy. It's been a while since I read it. What the main character turns out to be, it's a mythical creature, but it's just great. Very suspenseful, high stakes, just very well written. And then she has a book of Return to Sender. Return to Sender is about this very realistic, very real situation where little kids were mailed through the U.S. Post Office, and their main character is a feisty young girl. She's just she gets shipped off to her aunt in Appleton, and the aunt and the uncle turn out to be very bad people, and the main character is with her little brother Maddie, who's just very little. So she has to protect him. It's very well done, very realistic about what it would be like to to be responsible for a little toddler, basically. It's very well written, and it'll keep you turning the pages. I also have one of her books, Night of the Burning Tents. It's about the Ludlow Massacre, where the union was busted for the mining union, and they during the Great Coalfield Strike. But again, it's also kind of young adults about a very young girl, who becomes responsible, has to become a breadwinner, and first pretends she's a boy, and then they go on strike, and she and her family have to survive during very cold winter when there's violence and union busting. I recommend all of Juliet Rossetti's books. Her writing is just very well written. It's beautiful language without going overboard. So I invite you to read her books. Okay, I have here a book that I pulled off of my bookshelf. It's by an Oshkosh writer. It's Jess Riley, Driving Sideways. This came out quite a few years ago, and I've kept it. I really like this book. I'm just going to read a little bit about it. Leah Fielding wants a life. Seriously, having spent the past 5 years of her dialysis, she wants a simple wish to make it to her 30th birthday. So she goes on this trip